If you've made it here today, maybe it's because your heart feels weary. Maybe you've been searching for answers and found only silence. Maybe the hope that once burned so brightly inside you now feels like a faint, flickering flame, fragile, almost gone. But know this, it's no accident that these words have reached you right now. This is a sacred moment, a pause in the noise of life, a space where you can breathe, slow down, and allow something greater than your circumstances to reach the deepest part of who you are. Before we begin, prepare your heart, find a quiet place, take a deep breath, and stay until the end of this prayer. Because true transformation happens when we allow time to work in us, when we give space for truth to settle beyond the surface. If this message touches your heart, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may also need to renew their faith. You never know. You might be the reason someone finds hope again. Now, close your eyes if you can. Breathe deeply and join me in this prayer. Eternal presence, infinite light that lives beyond what my eyes can see. I come before you, not with rehearsed words, but with the raw weight of what I feel. I come with a tired heart, a restless soul, and empty hands that no longer know what to hold. I stand before you as one who looks into an old mirror, one that's been covered in dust from years gone by. And the reflection staring back isn't what I expected. See the marks of the journey, the scars of promises that didn't unfold the way I hoped, the wrinkles of worry where once there was certainty, and eyes that have lost some of their old light. I confess, I am tired of waiting, tired of believing and being met with silence, tired of holding on to faith when everything around me screams that it's foolish to keep trusting. There's a part of me that wants to let go, to take control, to choose my own path, just to feel that I have some power over the emptiness inside. But still I'm here, on my knees, vulnerable, because deep down in the quiet corners of my being, I know I can't do this alone. My strength has limits. My understanding is too small to grasp the mysteries of life. My heart, as brave as it tries to be, needs something greater to keep beating with purpose. God, I speak to you as to the one who truly knows me. You see past my masks, past the words I choose to sound strong, past the memorized prayers I've learned to say. You see the 3 a.m. moments when I wake up anxious. You see the tears I never show. You see the fear hiding behind my smile. There was a time I used to soar, when faith felt easy, when I trusted that you were in control, when I could run without growing weary. But somewhere along the way, something shifted. It wasn't one single moment. It was a slow accumulation of disappointments, unanswered prayers, and closed doors I was sure you'd open. And now, my wings feel heavy. I've forgotten how to rise like the eagle. My steps falter, my breath shortens, and the waiting, oh, the waiting, has become the heaviest burden of all. As it is written, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Isaiah 40:31. I read those words and feel my heart split in two. One part shouting, "Yes, I believe," and another whispering, "But when, Lord? When will I feel that renewal? When will I fly again?" Forgive me for doubting. Forgive me for mistaking silence for absence. Forgive me for measuring your faithfulness by the size of my circumstances, as if you were too small to hold up my collapsing world. Today, I surrender. I surrender my need for control. I surrender my impatience to understand everything before it happens. I surrender the pain of unfulfilled promises and the arrogance of thinking I know what's best for me. Transform my waiting, Lord. Let it not be passive, like someone who gives up, but active, like a seed planted in the dark soil, unseen yet still growing, rooting deeper, breaking its shell, preparing for the day it will meet the light. Renew my trust, not the naive trust of someone who's never been hurt, but the mature trust of one who's seen the night and still chooses to believe in the dawn. The kind of trust that doesn't depend on visible proof but stands firm in the unseen truth of who you are. Teach me that renewal doesn't mean the absence of pain. Even the eagle, before it soars again, must shed its old feathers, break its beak against the rock, and allow the new to grow. It's a brutal, painful process, but it's the only path to flight. That's where I am now, isn't it? In that place between what's dying and what's being born. It hurts deeply, but if this is what it takes to rise again, then so be it. Renew my hope, Lord, not the shallow hope, built on wishful thinking, but the solid hope anchored in your nature, not my circumstances, the kind of hope that says, even if the fig tree doesn't blossom, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. Help me rest in the unknown, to stop fighting the mystery and let it become my teacher, because every time I demand answers before their time, I lose the chance to grow in faith. I know that while I've been silent, you have not been still. Where I saw closed doors, you were protecting me. Where I heard no reply, you were working beyond my sight. Forgive my impatience, forgive my narrow vision, forgive me for confusing delay with abandonment, when in truth, you were building something stronger and more beautiful than I could ever imagine. Now, I choose to return, not as someone who never left, but as a child who's known what it feels like to wander. I come back tired, but I come back. Confused, but I come back. Wounded, but I come back because I know only in you does my soul truly rest. Pour out your renewal upon me, Lord. Let it come like rain on dry ground, soaking through the cracks of my faith. Let it come like a cleansing wind that clears the dust of disappointment and the haze of despair. Reignite the flame the fear tried to extinguish. Remind me who you are, not because of what you do for me, but because of who you are. Unchanging, steadfast, eternal. Restore my ability to dream again, to look ahead not with fear, but with holy expectation, to wake each morning not dreading the day, but knowing new mercies await. I see now that waiting is not punishment, it's preparation. It's not abandonment, it's refinement. It's not silence, it's the slow unfolding of grace in hidden places. So while I wait, help me not to stand still. Let me keep walking, even if it's slow. Keep believing, even when it trembles. Keep singing, even if my voice shakes. Because real faith isn't the absence of doubt, it's the decision to keep believing, despite it. I place before you every place within me where hope has died, every dream buried, every prayer I stopped praying. Breathe life into these dry bones once more. Help me remember how many times you've carried me through, how many nights gave way to morning, how many closed doors led to something better. Let my memory feed my faith, not my fear. And as I stand between what was and what's to come, teach me to find grace in the in-between, because it's here. In this valley that trust is formed. It's here that I learn that faith was never about me. It was always about you. And so, Lord, even with a trembling voice, I choose to wait. Not because it's easy, but because you are worthy of that wait. I choose trust over control, hope over despair, faith over fear. Renew me, Lord. Make me an eagle again, not so I can fly for pride, but so that others who are weary may see and believe that renewal is possible. I give you my past with all its wounds, my present with all its uncertainty, my future with all its mystery, and now I rest. Not because everything is fixed, but because I know the one who holds it all together never fails. Let it be so. May this prayer mark a turning point, a quiet resurrection within. Amen. If you've stayed until the end, you've given yourself a precious gift, the gift of stillness, of allowing faith and hope to speak again. Maybe something moved within you during this prayer, a sigh, a tear, a spark, or maybe a small seed of hope was planted in soil that felt barren. Don't keep it to yourself, share it. You might know someone whose heart feels heavy, who needs to hear that renewal is still possible. Share this prayer with them. Leave a comment below. Your story might be the light someone else needs to keep going. And if this message touched your heart, like the video and subscribe for more words that lift, heal, and renew. May you leave this moment different from how you arrived. May your strength be renewed. May you soar on wings like eagles, run and not grow weary, walk and not faint, not by your own power, but by the endless grace of the Eternal who never gives up on you. Until next time, remember, the waiting is never wasted.